public video, Deer and Landers, from the Miami Herald, from the days when I was a security guard and I used to cut this out. Anything chemical daunts him. Dear Anne, I have multiple chemical sensitivity. This means I have become so sensitive to so many chemicals that I am like that canary in the coal mine. If I sit next to a person for a minute, I will react to his or her laundry detergent, perfume, antiperspirant, hairspray, and so on. I am also affected by car exhaust fumes and must wear a mask to go for a drive or walk outside. I had to remove every chemical in my home. Now, if you have a baby, don't walk around in a stroller, because that's at the height that the exhaust fumes from the cars are. Don't go jogging where all these cars are. Go to a place where they have trees, better air. Go on the beach somewhere. How did this happen? I had to remove everything from my home, everything chemical. I worked for 10 years in a chemical plant and had constant daily exposure to perfumes and other chemicals. The company I worked for is extremely safety conscious and follows all the rules. Even so, the chemical odor was quite noticeable, and my reaction was severe, including joint stiffness, swelling, and pain. More recently, I have been getting stroke-like reactions, such as numbness on one side of my body, slurred speech, dizziness, and nausea. The first few doctors I saw insisted I had psychological problems. I am thankful that I now have a competent, well-educated environmental doctor who is helping me. There is a treatment to desensitize the sufferer to those enzymes that cause the problem, but it is obscure and expensive. Many doctors do not know about it, and insurance agencies do not always cover the cost. Only specially trained doctors are familiar with this treatment. Now, he worked at a good company, but in Honduras, there was this company that was being blamed for polluting the river or the lake or whatever it was, and the kids were coming down with cancer. And I mean, those kids, they don't have shoes, you know, they're poor. And so there was a family relative that was a lawyer, and he was told by the military, cousin or friend or relative, that there was already, his name was already on a list, and that he better stop those activities of whistleblowing, or else they're going to extinguish him. Not the military, but somebody. Follow the money trail, somebody there. And he was involved in getting the Catholic Church in that country to stop this company from abusing. However, over there, it's survival of the strongest. So he had to keep quiet, get back to his other side of business. He cannot do anything environmental, because then his 4 or 5 kids will grow up without, he's got 4, I think, I'm not sure, it will grow up without a dad. Alright, so this guy wrote, my plea is to manufacturers who put toxic chemicals such as perfumes in their products when they are not necessary. The only products I use to clean my house are borax, baking soda, and vinegar. And tell them to stop adding all that stuff before more of us become incapacitated. Bonita in Brockville, Ontario. So Ann Landers wrote back, "Your letter will be greatly appreciated by readers who have the same problem. Meanwhile, the sale of borax, baking soda, and vinegar is sure to increase because you wrote. Many readers complained about magazines with perfumed ads, and I see the practice has decreased. Speak up, readers. The consumer really is king." So, I wanted to talk to you now about Hulda Clark. I just found out she died in 2009. That's 2013 now. And she wrote a book called The Cure for All Diseases. And in it, she states that there are only two problems: toxins, such as this person in this article, and what was the other one? Parasites. Parasites, or animals that live inside you. And they can live in your liver, they can live somewhere inside you. So she would, in her book, she advises the liver cleanse and some other kind of cleanses. And people would pass stones, according to her book, right? And she also had a sapper, an electric machine that you would turn it on and it go at some frequency that the parasites would die, according to her. And that sapper, I like it because I just heard 2 nights ago about the 528 kilohertz, megahertz, something, 528. And it's a frequency that allows people to grow plants faster. Look into it. You put on this speaker with some frequency that makes some noise. It might be it might be something like that, or something. And is it called sound? I forgot the names of it. Bio sound, or a bunch of different things. It's new words for me. Bioscience or sound science, something like that. But look into it. If you saw the movie The Celestine Prophecy, or the book, they had people praying over the plants to grow. Now, believe it or not, there's also in Japan, Dr. Emoto, E as in elephant, M-O-T-O, and he does experiments with water. And he had a monk pray over the polluted water, and then they took a sample out and the water was cleaner. Was in harmony. So humans can interact with water and with Tesla, I think, was the one that mentioned vibration. Understand vibration and you'll understand the universe. Something like that. And in Tesla's case, he had a machine that would move a weight 15 pounds like a pendulum. However, men broke into his apartment because the whole building was swaying. Because that machine that Tesla was using was vibrating at the same frequency as the building. So nothing is hard on the microscopic level. You could look at a brick wall, and you could look at a rice wall in Japan, let's say, a rice paper wall, and the rice is vibrating. However, not as fast as the bricks. The bricks vibration is faster, and therefore it appears to be more solid. However, at the microscopic level, nanotechnology and all that, it's mostly open space. And you can look at the law of attraction, the movie, and the guy with the motorcycle accident, he's the one that talks about that. Thank you.